Stephanie, I want to share with you about our holiday campaign. This is a program that we have done with children's hospitals across Tennessee, and we're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year.
Wow. What does the campaign consist of?
We start with a holiday card that we send out to our employees, to our business associates, all of our clients, and we invite them to choose a children's hospital close to their home or heart. And we have relationships with all 7 children's hospitals across the state, from Niswonger in East Tennessee to Le Bonheur in Memphis. Most of those are regional, with the exception of St. Jude, which is a nationally recognized hospital. And we designate a certain amount of money. This year, for the 10th anniversary, we're doing $70,000. And then, based on the feedback that we get from people, they can go online and select a hospital, or they can do it through social media posts and sharing, commenting on posts. We take that $70,000 and we share that with all of the 7 hospitals across the state, so that and that funding goes to them for their purposes to do what they need to.
That is fantastic. How can we, I know you've just highlighted a little bit of it, but where can we find and read through more information?
You can look at any of the social posts for Delta Dental of Tennessee. We are at Delta Dental TN on all the platforms, Delta Dental of Tennessee on LinkedIn. And you can also go to our website, deltadentaltn.com, select the holiday campaign, and then from there, there's a video that we have to talk about a patient. Her name is Journey. She was a patient at Monroe Carroll Junior Children's Hospital. And she shares about why art was so important to her through her healing. And we also have in that video some interviews with patient life personnel from the hospitals who talk about what they do to help bring a little light into the young patient's life when they're stuck in the hospital.
So you said this is the 10th annual.
Yes.
What's been the success of this campaign so far?
It was something that we kicked off with just doing a holiday card over 10 years ago. And a few years ago, we were looking at, our numbers weren't that hard, the engagement or high, the engagement was starting to slow down. And we have some young people on our staff, including the young woman who produced the video. Her name's Shelby Smithson. And they were like, how can we take this social? So we had young people on our marketing team come up with some ideas of how we can breathe fresh life into this and how we can share it socially. This year, every hospital, all 7 hospitals, have individual patient art that they are sharing through this campaign and pushing that out. So, their idea has really blossomed. And this year, last year, our campaign engagement rose significantly, and we are about 75% of the way through this year's campaign. We've already surpassed the numbers of engagement that we had last year. So it's so exciting.
That is fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Go get engaged, check this out, make that donation, get one of the cards, and do that. And this is why. Let's hear from the budding artist, Journey.
She was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is the most common form of the childhood cancers.
In 2014, Erica Scantling, mom of 2-year-old Journey, was confronted with a mother's worst nightmare, a childhood cancer diagnosis.
And from there, we went upstairs to the 6th floor, and she stayed there for 37 days.
At Monroe Carroll Junior Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, Journey underwent multiple CT scans, several procedures, chemotherapy, and a clinical trial. But among all the darkness and unknowns, there was something that brought a little color into Journey's hospital room.
Child life in the hospital, they would come by, of course, they had a cart they would bring to the room, and she would always pick the crayons.
The artwork and things that they create in there are so healing, because it's just a normal place and a normal thing for them to do. That really just helps our kids to escape the everyday of the hospital and treatment.
These child life specialists at each of Tennessee's children's hospitals rely on art therapy as one of the ways to make kids feel more at home when they have to be away from home for so long.
When they're in the hospital setting, they lose a lot of control. I have to have an IV. I have to have this medical device. I have to have this procedure. But what art really does is it helps them be able to express themselves, and then for them to have one control the component of their time in the hospital.
These families get to see their kids kind of being a kid again. And that's huge for these families because they might, not have seen their kids smile in, 3 days or a very long time.
And sometimes it inspires an even bigger passion for art, like in now 12-year-old Journey, who has been in remission for 7 years and is the artist behind our sponsored holiday card this year.
Things that you can't express in real life, you can express on the paper and stuff. So that's why I love drawing and stuff.
This year, Delta Dental of Tennessee is celebrating 10 years of Tennessee Children's Hospitals fostering that love of art. We will be donating a total of $70,000 to our state's children's hospitals based on your input. Let us know which hospital we can support on your behalf by choosing the hospital that is close to your home or your heart.